If someone were to say to me, do you want an easy life? I'd say, that sounds boring. I mean, did Genghis Khan want an easy life? If I meet a man and he says, I want an easy life, I just want a stress-free life, I look at him and think you're born to lose. Because life is war, and it's gonna be stressful. Life is war, every single aspect of life is war. Trying to get a girl that the other guy wants is war. Trying to buy a Ferrari that everybody else can't afford is war. When I see a big, beautiful oak tree, I don't see a big, beautiful oak tree. I see a tree that destroyed all the saplings around it and crushed them mercilessly. So am I hard on myself? Yes. Perhaps most men would benefit from being a lot harder on themselves. I think I see a lot of men coming up with a lot of excuses for permanent failure. I don't want to hear it. It's garbage. It's hard for everybody, and you're going to have to just be harder on yourself and pull it off. I mean, we all know that there's always someone who has it worse. I mean, we're in Romania. You can drive 5 hours to the border and you'll find men in a ditch getting blown apart by drones. You're crying over what? Some chick who doesn't love you anymore? Well, then you're just born to lose.
I cannot remember the last time I won anything unless I was winning by force. There's no easy ride to the end. You're only ever gonna win by force. There's nothing more beautiful than absolute accountability as a man. Absolute accountability for all things, both the good and the bad, to blame absolutely everything on themselves. I promise you, if you stop making excuses, you stop waiting and praying for some kind of better future, and you wake up every day and say, all of the good in my life is my fault, and all of the bad in my life is my fault, and I'm the only one who can fix this. It's never gonna get better by itself. It's never gonna be easy. I have to win by force. I must force myself and my mind to brutally perform. There is a degree of comfort that comes when you understand that the power is within your own hands.
You don't get success like it's handed to you. You rip it from the world with bare hands and bleeding knuckles. People say winning is hard because they've never tasted what it feels like to earn it. They look at men who win and convince themselves there must be some trick, some shortcut, some privilege. The only trick is that those men decided they would never ever quit. The only shortcut is outworking everyone else. And the only privilege? It's the pain they chose to endure while the rest of you sat there making excuses. You don't become a champion by doing what feels good. You become one by doing what's necessary. The truth is 99% of people will never win because they're addicted to comfort. The soft mattress, the cheap meals, the scrolling, the weekends off, the little voice that says you deserve a break. That voice is your enemy. That voice is the reason you're broke, unfit, unfocused, and constantly starting over. But let me tell you something real. You're not doomed. You're not too late. You're just undisciplined. And the moment you accept that, the moment you stop blaming the world, your childhood, your ex, the economy, the government, that's the moment you take your power back. That's the moment you realize winning is not some mythical, distant thing. It's right in front of you. There's power inside you right now, but it's buried under years of self-pity and weakness. You don't need motivation, you need responsibility. You need to decide that your current life is not the one you want, and you're not leaving this planet until you build the one you do want. Winning isn't for the chosen, it's for the willing. It's not about talent, genetics, or luck. It's about who's prepared to go to war with themselves every day. It's about who's willing to sacrifice who they are for who they could become. The reason most people never win is because they can't let go of their old identity. They're too emotionally attached to the weak version of themselves. They'd rather be accepted by losers than be hated for becoming something greater. They fear being alone more than they fear being a nobody. But here's the truth no one wants to say. To become a winner, you've got to become someone new. And that process, it's violent, it's lonely, but it's also glorious. Because once you start stacking wins, once you start keeping promises to yourself, once you start looking in the mirror and respecting what you see, that's when your energy shifts. That's when people notice something different in your eyes. You're not supposed to stay down, you're supposed to get angry. Angry at how average you've allowed yourself to become, angry at the lies you've told yourself, angry enough to finally make a decision, a real decision, not a wish, not a New Year's resolution, not a temporary phase, a real commitment. Winning becomes easy when losing becomes unbearable, when you finally say enough. I'm done with mediocrity. I'm done being just another name no one remembers. You think you're tired now? Try spending your whole life wondering what could have been. That's real exhaustion. Waking up at 50 with a body that's weak, a mind that's foggy, and a heart full of regret. So here's the deal. You want to win? Then make a vow right now, a sacred internal contract. No one else has to see it. No one else even has to believe in you, but you must believe in yourself so obsessively, so ruthlessly, that quitting is no longer an option. And every time that voice of doubt shows up, you remind it who runs this life. You do. The man you were born to be is not dead. He's just buried under all the nonsense you've tolerated for too long. Dig him out, sharpen him, unleash him. The world doesn't need another soft, apologetic, confused male. It needs a savage who's dialed in, locked on, and ready to dominate. That man is in you. Bring him out. Because once you accept you're the villain in your own story, you also realize you're the only one who can flip the script. No one's coming. Not your parents, not your friends, not some guru online promising you a path to greatness. It's just you, your hands, your brain, your will. When you carry yourself like someone who doesn't fold, people notice, opportunities show up. Not because the universe is magical, because people are drawn to strength. Not the fake kind, not puffed chests and loud mouths, but silent, disciplined, consistent power. And here's the truth, you have to earn your peace. You don't deserve peace just for existing. You don't deserve comfort until you've earned the right to rest. And most men, they rest before they fought. They look for balance when they haven't earned imbalance. But if you truly want to win, if you want to feel like a king in a world full of slaves, you gotta suffer properly first. You gotta go through hell and smile while you're there. Because that smile, forged in chaos, that's what builds unshakable confidence. That's what makes you bulletproof. And if you're sitting there waiting for clarity, waiting for motivation, waiting for a sign, this is it. This is the sign. Get up. Get focused. The man you're supposed to become is waiting, but he won't wait forever. You think you have time. That's your biggest mistake. You think you've got another year to figure it out, another month to get serious. That illusion is killing you slowly. Every second you waste pretending your life is on pause, the clock is not stopping. The universe doesn't care about your comfort. The world isn't holding your hand. You are running out of life. That's the truth no one tells you. One day you're gonna wake up and realize you're not young anymore. Your knees creak, your back hurts, your friends are gone, your chances are gone. And worst of all, you'll realize you did that. Not the system, not your parents, not society, you. And that's the part that'll haunt you. Not the poverty, not the missed opportunities. The haunting part is knowing you could have been him, the version of you who made it, who had the money, the physique, the women, the freedom, and you threw him away for pleasure. And once that window closes, it never reopens. There's a point in life where no amount of motivation can fix what you broke. You won't hear this on Instagram. They'll sell you dreams. It's never too late, they say, but it is. For some men, it will be. Some of you are running out of chapters, still waiting for the plot twist. And if you don't feel fear crawling up your spine reading that, then you're already dead inside. But that fear, that tightness in your chest, that sense of dread, that's power if you use it. Fear is the signal that you're wasting your potential. It's the scream of your future self begging you not to quit. Most people run from it. You think you're safe because you're average. Let me tell you something. Average is dangerous. It means you're just comfortable enough to rock quietly. No alarms, no urgency, just slow, invisible decay. You'll wake up at 50 with nothing to show but a life of muted mediocrity. No adventure, no empire, no scars from the battlefield because you never stepped onto it. And the worst part? No one will care. No one builds statues for men who almost tried. No one writes songs about the guy who meant well. Legacy is earned through violence, violent effort, violent focus, violent discipline. You don't get remembered by existing. You get remembered by dominating. How many days have you wasted this year? How many hours did you give to distractions, to comfort, to nonsense? You say you want success, but you don't act like your life depends on it. And here's the twist, it does. Every moment you delay becoming the man you're supposed to be, you betray your future. You betray the woman who deserves a real man beside her. You think you're just skipping a workout? No. You're teaching your soul that quitting is acceptable. Every skipped rep is a signal. Every snoozed alarm is a surrender. You're not resting, you're rehearsing failure. But I'm not here to bury you. No matter how deep you've sunk, the climb out is possible. It won't be easy, but it will be worth it. The pain you feel transforming your life is the tax you pay to escape hell. And when you start moving with urgency, not tomorrow, today, time starts working for you instead of against you. People start respecting you. Doors start opening, not because the world changed, you did. You stopped sleepwalking through life and started acting like a man who knew the value of every single breath. So this is the part where you decide you can keep living like your time is infinite, chasing dopamine, avoiding challenge, pretending you're the exception. Or you can wake up, because winning isn't about being special, it's about being serious. And if you haven't been serious about your life yet, then let this be the moment you snap out of it. You've got blood pumping, hands that work, eyes that see, and a mind that knows deep down you're meant for more. So what's your excuse? What story are you telling yourself that keeps you mediocre? You think the world cares about your pain? It doesn't. The truth is brutal. Your life is your fault. Every weakness, every failure, every missed opportunity, you had a hand in it. And that's good, because it means you also have the power to change it. You need to understand that the man you dream about being is real, not in some fantasy land, but in this reality. And he's not built in a single day of hype. He's built in the mornings when you get up with no energy and still train. He's forged in the nights when everyone else is relaxing and you're planning, building, grinding in silence. He's formed in rejection and discipline. The men who win, they're not lucky. They're not blessed with some magical gift. They're just willing to do what others aren't. They don't need approval. They don't wait for signs. They move. They decide. They act with intention while everyone else scrolls through noise. And when they fall, they don't whine, they don't blame, they adjust. You've got that same capacity, but you spend so long numbing your edge with distractions that you've forgotten how sharp you really are. Reignite the beast inside you, that primal hunger to conquer, to create. But that doesn't happen by chance, it happens by choice. You have to choose to suffer now so you can be free later. You have to choose the lonely road, the disciplined path.